These singing bowls, they're really something. 3 more sets appeared. How stunning is that? Hiding in plain sight, these 5 bowls, which are amazing antiques, beautiful early singing bowls, all go one size to the next. They're virtually identical bowls and really go from one size to the next till you get to the largest ones, and they're rather the same. And there's no telling that these were originally together, but they sure look like it. Like the other sets that I've been putting together, they're so similar down to the details of the pair of rings engraved around the top, the rings engraved on the inside, the shape of the bowls, that they're a little bit low, they're not very tall. They're around the same age, they're showing the same fold separation. The little ones don't have as much fold separation, just holding together a little better. It's really remarkable to me how all this is happening, that I'm able to put these sets together that really seem to be sets that were made to be together. Here's another. Again, very, very similar type of bowl to one another that look like they were made by the same maker. These are really something. They're very, very thick, very heavy, solid, beautifully made, very rare. That's the other thing, is that with these sets, often they're of such a rare type that it's just makes it even more special that there were so few of those to begin with, and so few that I found, and that they fit together so amazingly well. Others, like the circle and dot bowls here, I found are actually less easy to make into sets. When I think about it, some types like the circle and dot bowls and the special engraved bowls, like this one with the geometric engravings, they were really only made in 2 sizes. They were made in the small 4.5 inch size, and in the medium, 7 inch or so size. And there's not the kind of variety that you would find to make a tonal progression there's more the variety you would find to make a pair. And we also know that in traditions even up till today, in Japan, for example, singing bowls are used as pairs. So, but this one made into beautiful, sounds like a minor scale. minor chord rather. And what's interesting about these is that they're so similar in terms of the color and the wear, the fold separation, the age of them. They're similar to one another. That doesn't mean that they were ever together, because again, with that type of bowl, they were, less, they're not as uncommon. There are a fair number of those. So I can't say that they were common. I could say they were less uncommon. They weren't as rare as something like that. We found quite a lot of the circle and dot bowls in comparison, but not nearly as numerous as something like the thin 19th century bowls that were made in big numbers. The late period bowls, something like that. What I used to call the classic. What on Singing Bowl Museum I called the late period singing bowls, were made in big numbers. So rarest of all, and then these super rare ones coming together in these stunning combinations I've now been able to put together. So to me, it's just magical that they're coming together like that. It seems like it's really the culmination of this collection, the culmination of what I've been doing since 1998. It was one of the questions that I asked way back then was, were they made to go together? Because that's what I was interested in doing, was building my set, and that's how I was introduced to with Karma, and seeing how he played the bowls together. And also the first bowls that I get were presented as a set. They were not really a set. They're some small Japanese bowls that would have all been individual kind of home shrine bowls. But they sound okay together as a set. They're all different, and made me wonder. I could tell they were different from the beginning, but made me wonder, we could put them together like this, but did they ever get put together like this historically? And it's this question seems to be answered with these sets now that I've been able to create, that it seems with all of the singing bowls from the Himalayas to Japan, they were used as pairs, as individual bowls, of course, but also as pairs, and in a few cases, in larger sets, like we see here. I've found several that seem to be sets of 3 over the years, and a very few that may have been in larger numbers. And any of you got any of those very small bowls that from me, or anywhere else, the little 3.5-inch bowls, this is the rarest of the rare. This is the highest pitch bowl I ever collected, and one of the smallest. If you ever have anything like that, I mean, it wouldn't be quite like that, but it could be like this, or even smaller. Those may have been the upper end of one of these sets, and that may be one of the real mistakes that I've made, is selling those individually when they may be part of a bigger set. And in some cases, I look back and I think, that little bowl may have matched this slightly larger bowl. So we may have broken up some sets over the years as this bowl diaspora happened, and all these bowls came from Asia and got spread around. In some cases, who knows, maybe in all or most cases, we're just putting bowls together and they weren't necessarily made to go together. But in some rare cases, it sure seems like they were. And I feel it's something special happening over here, that they all kind of are jumping off the shelves and combining themselves at the last minute here, because I've had these for years and this hasn't happened. And I'm not trying harder. I've actually tried so many times over the years to make these sets, and it's now really coming together. So once again, it's bowl magic. I can't explain it. There's something about these bowls. They do their own thing, seems like.